Alright, here we go. Alright, we'll just call them out as they come through, DJ. We'll call them out as their names appear. Alright, let's get started. Bowman, Chrome, University. Year. Here we go, one time for the one time. Y'all know the drill. Put the names of the players you have in the chat. Just send that request up to the card gods, and if they feel so inclined, it will bless you like no other. Got Juju, Coop, and my guy Ace Bailey on the cover. Let me see what kind of magical occurrences we can have happen for those individuals. All right. Starting off with Dame Sarr, Sarah Strong, Hannah Hidalgo, Jordan Gainey, 255 out of 399. Tyler Hendricks, 67 out of 99 on the auto. Facilitators are Coop, little base Coop, Jordan Lee on the X Factor, Cooper on the Flash, and Ace Bailey. Everybody good? Watching a little basketball tonight. Did you see the Knicks complete that historic comeback? Down by a dub. And said, nah. Couple second round upsets in game one, right? Knicks came away with one. Cavs couldn't do much with the Pacers yesterday. Indiana couldn't miss no jumpers. Aaron Neesmith looking like a boss. Ryan's brother, Andrew Nembhard, looking like a boss. But that's Ryan right there. RJ Jones. Con Knipple. X Factor, Billy Richmond, the remix. Dylan Harper on the Social Studies X Factor. Campus Icons of Khan, Facilitators of Ahmad Noel, and Diamond Johnson. Jordan Lee, Morrow, Justice Carlton, Raven Johnson, Raymond Lipsy, and McKinley Randolph. You got a little Shebo. Okay. A little Shebo action. See what we can make happen. McKinley usually hits. Usually good for a card or two. Knipp on the X Factor. Robbie Avila, 117 out of 150. Ashton Hardaway, 35 out of 150 on the auto. He signs it Ash. Clever. Clever indeed. Didn't see that coming at all. Aiden Shiro on a little back-to-backer. Sarah Strong, Social Studies, and Billy Richmond. McKinley Randolph on a refractor. Jaden Nunn, 24 out of 199. X-Factor, Cannon Catchings. Campus Icons, X-Factor, Derek Queen. Donna Sarr. Silas Swords, Acropolis is Sarah Strong, and Trey Norman. That's you? See what I'm saying? Yeah, just call them out as they come through, bro. Call them out as they come through. If you got enough cachet with the CGs. Diamond Johnson, 196 out of 299. Diamond on the X Factor. Facilitators, X Factor, Con Knipple. Jalil Betta, 5 out of 50 on the Campus Icons. First Juju sighting. Flash of Donovan Freeman. And the first base of my guy, Kaman Maliok. Going to be a baller. So far, it's all you, fam. So far, it's all you. Still Ventures. Isaac McNeely. Cam Scott on the auto. Out of South Carolina. Raven Johnson on the Flash. Jonai Broom. Juju, and Donovan Freeman. Little non-number cam. It's alright though. We'll take the autos. All right, Jeremy Fears, Simeon Wilcher, Dame Sarr, Ryan Nembhard 2 out of 150. Boogie, Kaylee Heckle on the auto. Nice little auto refractor of Kaylee. Dylan Harper, Coop Flag. Michi Johnson on the X-Fractor. Drake Powell. Damn, Nembhard is yours too? You wasn't playing. You picked up the whole set. I ain't mad at it. Guarantee something, right? Trent Perry. Prince at League Bay. That's Kaylee on the X-Fractor. Cannon Catchings. Asa Newell, Leah McNeely. Is that a red? It is. We'll save it. Campus Icons of LeBaron Fillon and RJ Jones. All right, Jaden Nunn is hiding our red. Jelani Cambridge, Florida Gator Player of the Year, or Florida Gatorade Player of the Year. 2 out of 5. That's fire. Put a little extra special on it. A little extra special on it. No, Bo, there hasn't been anything for Joyce Edwards as of yet. We are 2 boxes in though, so we got plenty of time. But nice little personalized signature there for the Jelani Cambridge.
Nice. These are so sick. I love the red autos.
Yeah. Color match too.
That's so sick.
Outbid on her at the end. I didn't think you got outbid for nobody at the rate you going. Every name I say up here. That's me. Oh, that's me. Oh, that's me too. Oh, that was mine. No problem, Bo. But now that you put George Edwards' name in the ethosphere, we got you. Fletcher Lawyer. Langston Love, 130 out of 399. X-Fractor, Liam McNeely. X-Fractor, Hannah Hidalgo on the Flash. What else is here? Jaleel Beta, 92 out of 150 on the Acropolis. Couple double up for Jalil there. Second hand of the break.
Classic Celtics bullshit.
Yeah, you seen that, right?
I didn't see the numbers.
The collapse.
Again, it's the one thing I have against, not the one, the main thing I have against Tatum. Why are you taking 15 threes? You're 6'10".
That's Missoula ball, bro.
240. Stop taking contested step back threes.
Missoula ball. That's Missoula ball, bro.
If you're gonna get the switch on to Brunson, take his ass to the hoop.
Missoula ball.
God, it's so annoying.
We putting them up. It's Joe Missoula ball right there. We putting them up.
Oh my God, Mike.
They went out like the Rockets, bro. They went out like the Rockets and Warriors. They was up by forever and took 80,000 threes and then collapsed. It's game one, though. They got time to get this rectified, to get this fixed. Nobody expected the Pacers to shit like that yesterday either. So,
Can I get the actual number, please?
RJ Jones.
44 missed three tonight.
RJ Jones again, 182 out of 299. As a team?
As a team. That's the most any team has ever missed in one single playoff.
Now, there's very nice. Ace Bailey on the auto.
Nice.
Cover boy. Nice little cover boy auto there. Soon to be top 3 pick, Ace Bailey. There's the aforementioned Joyce Edwards, Flash of Kenyon Catchins. Oops. Layden Blocker, Slippery. Ryan Nembhard. Ace is the place where contested jumpers fall. I know you do. I know you do, DJ. I know you do. My man said we gonna put as many spots as we can. Land on that 101. I don't think I pulled a 101 out of this set yet. I'm about to do. Trent Perry on the X Factor. I can't be Mr. Uno de Uno without one. There you go. Little Shibo for you. 120 out of 150 for my guy DJ. That my DJ. Who's better? In my opinion, there's Cam Jones on the final exam tutor auto. I think Dylan's better. I think Ace has a higher ceiling. But Dylan's probably better day one. Ace will probably have to figure out his handle and the physicality before he can really get into his bag. In terms of how he's going to be effective in the league. His ceiling's pretty crazy, but Dylan Harper's probably got the better floor right now. Even though Dylan is going to take some time to get acclimated as well. He takes a lot of tough shots. The athleticism isn't quite where we'd like for it to be, but he should be able to handle some sort of physicality in terms of just being a bigger guard for the type of guards that are going to be in front of him. There's some matchups where he's going to be able to just outmuscle people and get to spots on the floor. He's got a solid mid game. The outside jumper needs to be a bit more consistent, and he's probably going to have to slow down and learn some basic PG things to be super effective. But I do think he's a very good prospect. He might end up being more of a combo than just a straight PG, or he could just be more scoring PG than a pass first PG. And depending on where he lands will determine how important that is. Con Knipple, 45 out of 75. Very nice. Rabia Villa. There's Juju. Concanipple on the Acropolis. Bowman Asa Noel on the Campus Icons. If anybody pulled the 1-1 Keiko loss, my guy Diamond Hands. Was that you?
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah. You see the humble? You guys hear the humble?
Yeah.
Guys hear the humble? Yeah, I did that. That was me. I think when the dust finally clears, when the dust all settles, Coop and possibly come on with the type of ceiling he has will probably be your top 2 players in that class. When we're redrafting 3-4 years down the line. And if Ace turns the corner correctly, then he'll be better than Dylan Harper. But we'll see. He's probably got, I don't want to say the highest bust potential, but it's up there. It's a tough life to live if those shots don't fall. He takes a lot of tough ones, but he can make them. So we'll see. I do like the ceiling though. A 6'10", bucket getter, 3-level scorer, solid defender. He can't really go wrong with that. Could play either wing or maybe a small ball 4. Xavier Booker, 75 out of 199. Like, you take that shot. Jackson Shellstat, 85 out of 99 on the auto. Donovan Freeman. Boogie Flan and Trey Norman. I'm extremely curious to see how the lotto goes next round or this round, to see who lands where, because I think that'll play a big part in the development of the top 3, especially after Coop. I think Dylan needs a good spot that works for him in his game. Ace definitely needs a team where he can make all the mistakes that he's going to make and properly learn from them. Also looking forward to next year's class, because they're going to be good. Curious to see how VJ Edgecombe looks next level as well. I think that'll be interesting. Speaking of next year's class, Dame Sarr. It's going to be a good one. Come on, Mallywalk on a refractor. Sarah Strong, there she is. Baller. 291 out of 399. She should be the number 1 option next year. She won't be, but she'll be the best card on that team, though. Cooper Flag. Nolan Trayor on the flash. She needs a nice summer league. Nolan needs a nice summer league. Very talented kid, but didn't have a great year overseas. Needs a really nice summer league. Needs to put the world back on notice. He was a top 5er before the season started. And he slipped down to, I think, end of the first on a lot of mocks. So he needs to get his name back where it needs to be. At one point, he looked like the best point guard in his class. I still think that could potentially be the case. But he needs a very nice summer. He needs to kind of figure out whatever physicality issues he had overseas and correct them before he hits the NBA. Trent Perry, 39 out of 150 on the auto. Campus Icons of Anisha Morrow. Dan Harris, Jonai Broom, Juju on the facilitators, and Diamond Johnson. Oh yeah, don't forget Hannah Hidalgo in there too. She's slight, but she can ball, man. Yeah, they're going to be the league is going to get a ton of talent, a huge influx of talent over the next few years, which is why I think, though extremely popular, Angel Reese better get a floater or a midi or some sort of touch around the cup, because that energy stuff's about to run out. That energy value about to go away in a few years. When it's like, yeah, you can grab all the boards, but if we just stop missing shots, I don't know what you're really giving us out here. And that level of talent is on the way. Adi Crooks, Jalil Betha. There's Isaiah Evans. I think he's going back to school next year. Should be a very nice option around the boozers. Should be a very good option around the boozers, especially for floor spacing. 6'7" shooter. You got Cam Boozer, you got Caden Boozer setting things up. Yeah, man. Isaiah might have a breakout year. He might throw himself in some lotto talks. Just saying. You might look like the second best NBA prospect. That's the problem, bro. That's the problem. That is the problem. Very, very Moses Malone of her. Without the greatness that could be Moses. Moses give you 50% from the field and a lot of putbacks. Love the rebounding, love the defensive communication. You know, she doesn't make a ton of mistakes out there in terms of like low IQ stuff. But touch around the rim when the league is growing in terms of talent, you're going to need that. Cam Scott, 36 out of 50 on the auto. So the first auto was non-numbered. He came back with one. He said, my bad. I'll sign one of these number joints for y'all. I think once we get Juju in the league, the marketing aspect that Angel might lock down is no longer necessary. That's gonna be her. That's gonna be her anchor. So get you some touch around the cup before then. If you're gonna keep one of these gigs in the W. Robbie Avila, 17 out of 299. Ali Zebel. Jelani Cambridge. Facilitators and Nolan Traore. And John Bowl. John Bowl. Cooper spot about to hit? I hope so. You need a big Coop hit for sure. That's my guy. Can't wait for him to touch down in the league, man. Be the difference maker that he could be. Culture changer that he could be. Drake Powell, nice little refractor there. Xavier Booker, 120 out of 399. There's Juju on the X Factor. Miles Kelly, Sarah Strong. Can't wait for the world to take notice because she's a baller, bro. It's an Ace Bailey break though. 72 out of 150 on the Campus Icons. Cover boy. Soon the world will take notice. Page is out of the way. Coop's perfect landing spot. We've had that discussion here too. Perfect landing spot would be somehow in OKC, but that's not gonna happen because the Clippers are in the playoffs. So that wouldn't be the thing. I don't mind Washington because I like the potential of that front line defensively with him, Sarr, and Bilal. I also think he changes a lot of culture over there and kind of ties that together properly. You know, whoever they decide to be the point guard next year, and you keep Jordan Poole in line at the same time. So I like that. Wouldn't be mad at him landing in San Antonio once they move some stuff around. My guy over here came with an interesting scenario. If our guy Giannis wants out, Big Kahuna, Boogie Fland, Big Kahuna Auto, like that. If our guy Giannis decides he wants out of Milwaukee, and the Spurs get that number uno, are we flipping Coop and some additional talent over there to get Giannis out of here? Now Coop's starting over in Milwaukee with him. What was it, Vassell? Who else did we say? Diamond Hands. Damn it, Chris.
What?
Who was our trade package for Giannis from San Antonio? Was it Coop? It was Coop.
Coop, Shohan, Vassell,
And some futures, right?
Yeah, and the Atlanta pick because they also own the pick.
That's right. So it was Coop, the Atlanta pick, Vassell, and probably maybe a future for Giannis. Now, if you make Coop your number one, not number one, but because he wouldn't be your top scoring option on that team, but you build around Coop and use him as a future, I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't be mad at that. Wouldn't mind the Spurs. Wouldn't mind the Wizards. OKC is a pipe dream, which will never happen. If he can somehow play for my Lakers, I'd be happy with that, but that's not going to happen either. So, honestly, I don't have like a specific spot where he needs to land or I think would be ideal for him. And, you know, if we're expecting him to be your number one scoring option, you should probably rethink that thought process. But if you just need somebody to come in, tie everything together, and be a critical piece to whether or not you win or lose, then Coop's your guy. I do think that's the type of value he brings to the team. I've been calling him Scotty Whippin for a while, and there's a reason for that. Good two-way potential, good facilitator, make the smart plays, the ball won't stick, rotates on defense where he needs to, solid perimeter defender, solid in the post, makes reads, high IQ. He won't mess you up. You can literally plug Coop on any team in the association right now, and you won't get negative minutes out of him by having him on the floor. You just won't. He'll find a way to be effective for your team. So that's a great starting piece, foundational piece, and a culture builder if that's what you're looking to do on a franchise. Trent Perry, 99 out of 150, which is precisely what you should be doing. Ahmad Noel on the auto. Nice refractor auto. Need some Morrow. Isaiah Evans, that's nice. Nice little campus. I know it's a short print of some sort, but very nice. Watch out for Addy O'Neal playing at Iowa. Addy O'Deal playing at Iowa. All right, I'll keep an eye out. Yeah, there you go. Logo refractor. That's what it is. Giannis could be a Laker. Not impossible if the King moves. It's possible. It's possible. I wouldn't mind that, obviously, because it's Giannis. I don't know if we have the pieces to trade for him. I wouldn't mind if we could figure that out. I do want Miles Turner, though. That's the big I want. Caleb Blake's. Prince Leagueby. 54 out of 299. Aiden Sherrill on an eye test auto. Very nice. Kayla. Craig, is that you? Do you have Isaiah Evans in this break? If so, shout out to you. Congratulations. Again, him going back to Duke, really good idea. Because I do think playing around them Boozer boys is going to be very effective. Becoming the de facto shooter. Big fan of Evans, as you should be. As you should be. I do think there's more to his game involved in Knicks. Okay. We gotta discuss how. Like, who with the Knicks? How does that work? How would you run that three-way? But yeah, I like Isaiah Evans a lot. I think there's more to his game than we're seeing at Duke because he's not asked to do a whole lot. But I do think at the next level, when things open up for him, we'll see a different player, or at least a more layered player. Similar to Isaac McNeely, 24 out of 75. Similar to what we saw to like Booker, maybe even Monk, to where they're kind of regulated to being shooters at Kentucky. But once we got them at the next level, when the floor opened up, we got to see the handle a little bit. We got to see shot creation. 102 out of 150, Kiki Irfan. I think there's some of that there for Isaiah. But he did a good job of just having a quick release. Yes, that's also very important. He needs to put some rocks in his back pocket because he lighting ass. So once he does that, add some weight to be able to take some of the punishment from going to the rack. That should definitely open up some ability for him. I think he can definitely. All right, see you later, Bo. Appreciate you. I think he can definitely be effective in like a mid-range kind of area, playing out of pick and rolls. If he can learn how to navigate that, he has a very, very quick release. So if he can just get around that first defender, turn the corner, lower the shoulder, and then get into his shot. From like 18 to 20. Opens up a lot for him. Long arms, quick release, decent height on his jumper. I like Isaiah a lot. I think he's a very good prospect. I think he's a first round talent that just needs to get or have an opportunity to showcase first round talent. Grant Nelson, Kate Koval on a refractor. McKinley Randolph yet again, more Shebo, 268 out of 299. Solomon Ball, Scotty Middleton, Juju on the Acropolis X-Fractor. You two should be here. Juju on the Acropolis non-X-Fractor. Who's the other? Forget the kid's name. I saw him at the McDonald's game. They have not the McDonald's game. The Was it the McDonald's game? It was either the McDonald's game or the Hoop Summit. Probably the Hoop Summit. But I know they got the Boozer Boys, and then they had the one international kid that they're bringing in that's going to Duke next year. And he looked like he could hoop a little bit. So they should come back with a nice powerhouse next year. Forget the kid's name, but he'll probably be on the front line. Either playing the 4, probably playing the 4 next to Cam, because Cam's likely going to play the 5 next year. Langston Love, yet again, 95 out of 199. Also picked up a transfer for Washington State. What position? LeBaron Falan on the auto. Alabama boys. Sonia Centrone and Emmanuel Sharp. Tall guard to fill in for Sion. Sion Dip. He was a senior, right? No, Proctor's going out of eligibility. Yeah. Time to move on, grown man. Sion was a damn linebacker out there with a basketball in his hands. Kid was a machine, a menace. Somehow kept a jump shot. It's wild. Very Desmond Bain of you. Kylan Boswell, 194 to 199. Tommy Sarr. Boogie Flynn. There the aforementioned Sion James. Dami on the flash. And Jaden Akins. Tomorrow, Denard Britters, Coop, Kaylee Heckle, Patrick Mbonga, Miro Little on the auto, Kate Koval, Sarah Strong on the flash, Jaden Akins on the X Factor, and Asa Newell, another lotto guy. Refractor auto, Miro Little. Solomon Ball, 78 out of 99. There's Khan Knipple. RJ Jones again, 97 out of 150, this time on the auto. DJ cleaning up, man. See you over there, bro. Hannah Hidalgo, LeBaron Fellon, and Jordan Lee. Low cap recap. We'll be at the conclusion of the break. Got a little bit of time. Try to get the rest of the hits in for y'all. See if we can get shorter than that number to 5. I'd like to get a 1-1. Johnson, X Factor, Jelani Cambridge, Ahmad Noel, Aiden Sherrill, 145 out of 150. Second hit from Mr. Sherrill. I'd love to see some Juju Inc. if I'm taking requests. I'm always taking requests. We always take requests. Juju Inc. is necessary. Juju Inc. is necessary. Get well soon. By the way, Miss Watkins, Hooper, waiting on her to touch down in the W. Iron out a couple little kinks to the game, and then I'm good. Then we rocking. Then we ready. Let's get some tunnel vision out the way. You know, let's figure out something that's getting the ball. Get rid of the ball early and relocating. We get that down. We add that to the game, and we can shot create on the fly. Oh boy, it's gonna get nasty if she can figure that part of her game out. Fletcher Lawyer, Liam McNeely, Derek Queen put himself in lotto talks. What a great freshman year. Former Verd product. Robert Wright on the X Factor. Colin Boswell, 105 out of 399. John Bull, there's Coop, Anar Boltang, 38 out of 75 on the auto. Flash and Hannah Hidalgo. Asa Newell on the X Factor. Dylan Harper, Social Studies, and Jordan Gainey. Finish out with that box. All right, Final Four time. Final Four time. Let's fire up the hits. Re-sleeve because I need sleeves. It's time to get serious. It's the Final Four. A sack for flag. Play like poop for Coop. Traore on the X Factor. Jeremy Fears, 82 out of 399. Kate Koval on the auto. It's a nice hit, nice little refractor auto of Kate. Cam Jones, Austin Newell, and RJ Jones. A lot of Jones assists. Notre Dame. Right? She gonna pop up somewhere. Dennis Evans, the oldest young man in all of college basketball. Trent Perry, 55 out of 299. What do we have here? Simon Wiltshire on the auto. One of the Johnnies. Nero Little X Factor is Juju. And come on, Maliwak. Come on! Top 5, take a flyer. Top 5er. Take a risk on that kid. Get you a defensive monster at the very least. With some offense coming around. Oh boy. The aptitude to learn and improve at a rapid rate, because we saw it this past year. Oh boy. Take that shot. Get out of that top. I mean, if you need a big in the top 5, then you do it. I say do it. But once you get out of that top 5, for sure. Next up, let's come on. Aiden Holloway, Ace Bailey, Boogie, Riley Kudrow on the X Factor. Carter Knox, 41 out of 50 on the Flash. So on the ball, Scotty Middleton, Fletcher Lawyer, 26 out of 50. Liam McNeely. A couple Duke boys there, Isaiah Evans and Con Knipple, to help finish out that box. On to the next. Oh, that looks colorful. We'll see what that is when we get there. AJ Store. Jeremy Fierce. 32 out of 199. Jalil Betta on the campus visits auto. Donovan Freeman after school special. I haven't seen that one yet. Take that. What is their prison break scheduled for? Prison break is what, 9 Pacific? 9 minutes.
Huh? What?
Prison break is what time? Is it 9:30 Pacific?
9:30 Pacific.
Yeah. 9:30 Pacific. No problem, no problem. Deshaun Harris Smith, 286 out of 399. Facilitators of Ahmad Noel on the X Factor. Flash and Nolan Trayor and Asa Noel. Miles Kelly, there's Juju, Sarah Strong, Kylan Boswell on the auto. Coop, Anissa Morrow, Dylan Harper on the Flash. We need Coop, we need Juju. We need to get a Joyce Edwards hit as well. Not part I'm not sure of. I do know if you go to breaksandtakes.com, there's breaks the letter N takes.com, and click join or text join to the phone number on the home screen. Kylan Boswell, 5 out of 25 on the auto. And join the communities there, especially our basketball community. You will know any and every time we're going to have a Bowman U break. Not only that, you also have first dibs on the spots when they go live, on those auctions when they go live. So that would be the one-stop shop for all of that information. I don't doubt that we'll have more. I'm pretty sure we will. I just don't know when those will be. And the website I gave you will probably be your best bet. No problem, Craig. No problem. Isaiah Evans on the X Factor. Boogie Flan, 103 out of 399 on the Boogie. John Bowl, 83 out of 99 on the auto. Robbie Avia and Michi Johnson. Alright, Cam Scott, Liam McNeely on the X Factor, Xavier Booker, Patrick Ngomba on the auto, Trey Norman, Layden Blocker, X Factor, Miro Little. Not the Blue Devil we were looking for, but we'll still take it. Hey, Audi Crooks. Dame Sar, 82 out of 399. That's a nice hit. There you go. See? Somebody gonna love it. Ace Bailey on the Acropolis. This kid's good. Talented young guard. I believe he's out of Italy. Kick a hoop, man. He's a player. He's a player. think he might go to college in the States next year. I know he was playing for Barcelona, getting real minutes at the tender age of, I think, 17, 18 years old. And getting meaningful minutes, winning minutes on a real team. So much so, if I'm not mistaken, I believe he got in a little bit of trouble. Grant Nelson, 68 out of 99 for playing in the Hoop Summit game, was frowned upon. Cooper Flag on the social studies. Kiki Irfan, 15 out of 25. Second year for the Kiki spot. Donovan Freeman, Jordan Gainey. Grant Nelson's a hooper. I'd like to see him in the league. Don't know where he's going to land, but I do think he is going to make the association somewhere. All right, last box. Let's finish strong. Let's finish strong. All right, Mark Sears, Kennedy Smith on the refractor, Dominic Sarr, Silas Swords, Carter Knox on social studies, Jalil Bethea, Juju Watkins facilitators, Latrell Wrightsell. Isaac McNeely, 247 out of 299. Simeon Wilcher, 1 out of 75, first of his kind on the auto. Scotty Middleton, Joyce Edwards, and Kennedy Smith. 2 more stacks of packs. Then we will supply you with the no cap recap and send you fine folks on your merry way. Much obliged, much appreciated for joining us on this break journey. Appreciate the convo. Talk hoop anytime. In fact, I'll be talking more hoop later when we got our prison break in about 3 hours, 15 minutes. My bad. 1 hour, 15 minutes. Look at me. Prince of Leagueby, 92 out of 150. Deshaun Harris Smith, 104 out of 150. Cam Jones on the X Factor. Jalil Bethea, campus icons. Alright, last stack of packs coming up. Time for these full court heaves real quick. See what we can make happen. Blocker. Joyce Edwards on the refractor and base. Anar Boateng, 4/50. Solomon Ball on the X Factor. Austin Newell on the campus icons X Factor. Liam McNeely, 78/150 on the Flash. And that will probably be, yep, that is our last hit of the break. Alright. Solid. Nothing too crazy. Ace Bailey did alright for himself. Fine showing indeed. Nice little hit to 5 from Jelani Cambridge. It's also very good card. And a couple case hits, which look pretty cool. No cap recap. Speaking of said case hits, after school special, Donovan Freeman, logo refractor of Isaiah Evans. Our non-numbered autos are as follows: Patrick Mbonga, Kylan Boswell, Jalil Bethel on the campus visits, Simeon Wilcher, Kate Koval, Miro Little, LeBaron Phillips, Aiden Sherrill on the eye-test auto, Ahmad Noel, Boogie Flan on the Big Kahuna auto, Final Exam on the Cam Johnson auto, Ace Bailey, Kaylee Heckle, and Cam Scott. Our hits to 399. Dame Sar. No problem, Craig. Boogie Flan, Deshaun Harris-Smith, Jeremy Fears, Kylan Boswell, Xavier Booker, Sarah Strong, Langston Love, and Jordan Gamey. To 299. Isaac McNeely, Trent Perry, McKinley Randolph, Prince of League Bay, Robbie Avila, R.J. Jones, and Diamond Johnson. Now to 199. Jeremy Fears, Kylan Boswell, Langston Love, Xavier Booker, and Jaden Nunn. Our hits to 150. Liam McNeely on the Flash, Prince of League Bay, Deshaun Harris-Smith auto, Aiden Sherrill, Social Studies, R.J. Jones auto, facilitators of Kiki Irfin, Trent Perry, Ace Bailey, campus icons, Trent Perry on an auto, McKinley Randolph, Acropolis of Jalil Bethea, Ryan Nemhard, Ashton Hardaway auto, and Robbie Avila. To 99, Grant Nelson, John Bowl auto, Solomon Ball, Jackson Shelstead, and Tyler Hendricks. Both of those are our autos. Speaking of autos, to 75, we have Simeon Wilcher on an auto, Anar Boateng, Isaac Neely, and Khan Knipple. Our hits to 50. Anar Boateng, Fletcher Lawyer, Carter Knox on the Flash, Cam Scott auto, and Jalil Bethea on the campus icons. Hits to 25, Kiki Irfin on the facilitators, and Kylan Boswell on the auto, and our shortest numbered card of the break, 2/5, Jelani Cambridge, Florida Gator Player of the Year, inscribed on the auto. All right, well done. Thank you guys. See you next time around. Have a good evening.